All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So as you saw there in the intro, the cameras are actually pretty beautiful on this device. And I couldn't resist from showing you the cameras early on in my review of this device. But I wanted to go ahead and start with the cameras. I want to show you the settings. Basic settings here. So along the bottom here, we'll start over here. You've got slow motion. And slow motion is a function that I never use, folks. That's why you never really see me test it a lot. People don't really use slow motion too much. Short video you can do with ultra wide, standard, and telephoto. You get regular video, photos. You can do 48 megapixel shots. Portrait, obviously. You got night mode. I've tested that and it's actually pretty good. Panorama and pro. Now, if we go over here to our regular settings here, as you can see here, you can change the video quality right there. You just tap on it and it switches amongst the different ones that you can change it to. I really like the being able to just swipe down right there and just tap and get the video going. You've got your macro, and let's go into settings. So you got your grid lines, and then you can do a movie frame, which I think that's pretty cool like that. But let's go into settings here. As you can see here in the settings, you've got your basics. One thing I don't like about the camera settings is in the photo section where it shows, high and fine and all that. Those are the settings that I don't like that. But before I go to photo settings, you can see here, you've got your sharpen, your camera frame, the document. You can scan documents, the day Google Lens, and tilt and shift, and you got your macro. So let's go into settings here. You have a basic watermark. And then here's the part that I just really dislike, this high and fine and stuff like that. I don't like that, man. I wish they would give you an opportunity to adjust the resolution. But other than that, you've got ultra wide, you got telephoto, you've got macro, you've got a lot of options here for shooting photos and video. And the fact that this camera, let me clean it up a little bit, because this is a device that will look nasty if you don't clean it. But despite having this weird camera bump right here, it's a really good set of cameras. And I'm actually kind of surprised at how well these cameras actually perform, considering this phone costs $189, folks. It's a $189 phone. So you should know by now. I mean, we already know that you don't have to spend a lot of money on a device. So I wanted to start the video off by showing you a quick video sample, and then we'll get into some photos, and then we'll close this thing out. So take a look at these photos.
That's Sonic.
Now that is a good set of cameras. These cameras are better than phones that cost 2, 3, 4 times the cost. They are better. Hands down, they are better. There is no way to say it. Let me answer the questions now. Are they better than the OnePlus? Yes. OnePlus 8? Yes. I think these cameras shoot better photos than the OnePlus 8 and some video. Is it better than the new TCL phones? Yes, I think these cameras are better than the new TCL devices. And it costs less than both. It even costs less than the lowest cost version if you're into cameras. So those are questions that you're going to ask. The next question you're going to ask is, hey, Jay, what about the Moto G Power? Well, that is going to be an interesting one that I have to compare because the Moto G Power actually has really solid cameras, and it's more than just a good phone with a huge battery. In fact, the battery inside of the Moto G Power is smaller than this phone. This phone has a 5,000, I guess how thin this phone is considering. It's a 5,020 milliamp, but I know that's just 20 milliamps, but the fact is it has a smaller battery. But this battery life is better. But we'll get into that later. But there it is, folks, a camera review for the Xiaomi Redmi. It doesn't say Xiaomi anywhere on the box, but it's Xiaomi. The Redmi Note 9S. This phone is a phone that you really need to take a look at. If you're in the market for a phone, if you're not in the market for a phone, don't spend any money. Keep what you have if it's working. If you want those people just have to get the latest and greatest from a company or want something new every year, every 6 months, sell what you have, get some money back on that. Try to get as much money as you can for your previous device and then go invest. But this camera right here on this device, I mean, this entire setup, the phone is beautiful, believe it or not. It looks weird when you look at it for the first time, but you'll get used to that because how often do we sit and look at the back of our devices? Probably never. So this is, at least for an extended period of time, that is. But this is the Redmi Note 9S. This is a phone that, I've always been so excited about cameras on these devices that it's just one of those things, man. There's no getting around it. These cameras are beautiful. You can't sleep on them. The macro lens, the ultra wide, the video recording is stellar on here. Anyway, cameras, hey, these are it. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.